Hi, my name is Michelle Fitzgerald with the Sensor Learning Center, and today I'm going to teach you a fun little trick that I have used for years with color crayons. How to manipulate the subtle energy environment, do everything from clear out psychic goo from your energy field to protect yourself from exchanges, from negative exchanges from environments and people, to raise helpful energies in your energetic light body system that can help you attract things that you want to attract into your life. Simple color crayons can be used to do all of that and more. One of the most common ways that I'll use color crayons, again, color crayons just represent different frequencies. This is a little box of crayons. It's got just 24 crayons in it, which should do most jobs for you because you can blend colors. With 24 colors, you've got quite a bit of color ammunition here. But there are, of course, other boxes. Like this is the box I typically pull from, and I have a bigger box too. But 24 colors should do you. I got this little crazy box for 60 cents at Staples the other day, and I just had to buy it because it was just so inexpensive. And I thought you could just carry this around in your purse or your pocket, and you've got all these subtle energy treatments right there for 60 cents. But anyway, how do you go about taking the frequencies that are represented, the color frequencies that are represented by the different crayons, and do something tangible with it? Well, an example, I'm just going to give you an example from today. Just in the last half hour, I don't know what's going on energetically in my space, but I was just feeling so peppy and so energized and just really, really perky and positive. And all of a sudden I started feeling really cranky. And I purposefully have not fixed myself. I'm just letting that be because I'm going to show you one of the ways I could adjust that. There are many ways, but one of the ways I might be able to adjust that is with a simple color crayon treatment. So I've sketched a little picture of me, and you usually want to write your name or your initials. I usually douse about this. Should I put my whole name, Michelle Fitzgerald, my initials, MKF? How about the name of my company, Sensor? Sometimes that's appropriate. And again, you might just muscle test about that. Is it adequate just to put my initials? And if you get a strong yes, great, just leave it. Do I need to add anything else? No, that's all you need to do. But sometimes you'll get that you need to represent yourself in symbolic form and your name in a number of different ways. So today I got that I needed these three representations, MKF, which are my initials, Michelle Fitzgerald, and Sensor. And again, I'm going to use a real life example of I started just out of the blue. I don't know why. I just took a phone call. I could have picked up something from that person. Something could have come in on the subtle energy grid system that surrounds us all, just the environmental energies coming in. I don't know. But I'm going to just douse. I'm going to set my crayons aside for a moment, and I'm going to just douse. Could I balance this, what I'll call crankiness, with a color treatment with my color crayons? And I'm getting a very strong yes. Can I fully balance it with the color crayons? And I get yes. Now again, I don't want to mislead you to think that this would work every single time, but it works an unusually high amount of the time. So okay, color crayons would work. Is the crayon color that I need in this, I'm looking at this box, in that little teeny box? I get yes. So I'm going to take the color crayon box. There's 3 rows. I don't know if you can see them there, but we'll put them up a little bit closer to the camera. There's 3 rows of colors here. You know what a color crayon box is. And I'm just going to look at the crayons, and I'm going to use a kind of a funky form of dowsing. You would set this on a table and just look at each row. If you wanted, you could point at each row with your finger and be using a pendulum. I hardly ever use pendulums. I just use finger dowsing. If you don't know how to do that, go onto my website to the About Dowsing section, which you can find in the main menu, on the home page, and just click there and you can go take a free dowsing lesson, and it shows you how to do simple muscle testing with your fingers. And that's usually what I'm doing. But anyway, I see the 3 rows of crayons, and I'm just going to, behind the scenes here, I'm just going to douse it in row number 1, no, row number 2, yes. And then I'll just look at each color in row number 2, and I'll start. Is it the first color, second color, third color, fourth, fifth, sixth? It's the 6th color. And again, all I'm doing behind the scenes is I'm doing simple muscle testing like this. A strong means I want a strong response when I get to the right color. So I'm looking color number 1, no. Color number 2, no. Color number 3, no. And blah, 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 blah. I get to number 6. It was this color. So what is this? This is some kind of blue-green aqua looking thing. Okay, and what do I need to do? Just color it around my whole image of myself. This is like a surrogate of me, and I get, again, yes. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to color. Now, first I want to just report. I'm not making this up. I want to just report what's happening to me, okay? I just started drawing this, and the minute I started drawing it, I don't know if you could see it on film, but I instantly got a deep breath. That's usually a sign of polarity flipping. Sometimes things happen in environments that cause our chakra system to get out of whack. They're called polarity flips, where your chakras, minor chakras or major chakras, will start spinning the wrong way. And I didn't even think to check that, but one of the symptoms of a polarity flip is crankiness. So I think I just took a breath as I started doing that, and that's a sign of a chakra reversing its spin, one that's out of balance reversing its spin. Okay, so I'm just going to keep on going like this. And should I put the crayon anywhere else? And should I put the color anywhere else? And I get yes. I'm just dowsing. Yes. Where? Over my head, over this surrogate image of my body, over one of my names. And I'm getting a strong response on over one of my names. Well, which one? MKF, Michelle Fitzgerald, no, Senzar. So just color over it and I get yes. Again, I'm just asking questions really quickly and I'm muscle testing to get yes or no answers. So I'm just going to go like this. Now, interestingly, I just got another deep breath as soon as I started doing this. And I'm feeling pretty darn perky and not nearly as cranky. In fact, I'm not feeling cranky at all. So this is a pretty good thing. So anyway, blah, 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 blah. This is how you would do it. Now, is there any other color that would be beneficial to add? No. Any other way that I should apply this color to fully balance whatever was making me so cranky? And I get, yes, there is something else I should do. Well, here's an example of my house. Would it be beneficial to do some kind of color treatment to my house? So I get no. Okay, what about to one of my pets? This is my cat, Solomon, who I visited just a short while ago. Maybe I picked up something from him. Nope, don't need to do anything with Solomon. Don't need to do anything to the house. What about doing something else with myself? Yes. To something that's represented in the drawing here, I get no. I go, okay, and again, this is just live. I'm just doing a real live experiment on myself. And I'm going to say, okay, well, is there some other name that I should put up here that I should represent myself by? And I get a big fat yes. That was just an intuitive guess. So what are some of the other names I might, identify with? The name of my company, my first name, my last name. You mean just Fitzgerald? Just Fitzgerald, yes. So is it appropriate to use and beneficial to use the blue-green crayon? I get no. Is there another color in the box that would be beneficial? I'm dowsing behind the scenes. I get yes. So I put away the blue crayon and I go in here and I douse first row, second row, third row. And it's the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. It's this orange color. And again, all I'm doing as I'm holding the box with 2 fingers, and then behind there I'm just muscle testing. You could do this again with a pendulum. It would go a little slower, but you could do it. So all I need to do then, I'm just going to check this, is color Fitzgerald with orange. I get yes, and I go, okay. I don't really notice anything happening to myself with this. But there's a breath. Anything else? No. And truly, okay, I will report, I feel very great. I mean, much better than I did before I started filming this video. So again, that's an example of how I would use color. I do things like this almost every day. When I'm working with clients, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll douse, I don't want to pick up any energy exchanges from the client. So I'll say, would it be beneficial for me to add protection to my energy field or to my space? If I get a yes, I'll say, okay, can I just use color? Would color work? And I'll look at my color crayon box. If I get a yes, I'll say, great, which color? I like one of the things I like about all color crayon boxes is everything is organized in rows. In bigger boxes, it's organized in, like this box is a 4-quadrant box, which makes for very easy dowsing. It's basically a 3-dimensional chart, and it's super, super easy for dowsing. So, but it's very, very common. I'll get, yes, you can protect yourself completely during this client session with color. And I'll say, okay, do I need to put color around myself? Do I need to put color around the client? If I need to put color color around the client, I'll draw a little stick figure of the client. I'll write their name. I'll douse, do I need any additional names to represent the client? If I get yes, I'll intuitively guess until I guess it right. And then I do the same routine you saw me do to shift my my energy condition when we started the video. So that's one example of using color. The other thing I've done very frequently with color is I'll douse to see if it would be beneficial to put any, in regards to my overall health and well-being in my home. Would it be, because you need to understand that subtle energies and environments are very dynamic. They change from day to day. So I might ask on any given day, would it be beneficial for me, considering my overall health and well-being, to raise any color around my house? So I'm going to douse that right now. Right now, this house that I'm filming from, would it be beneficial for me to do any color raising with color crayons around my house? I get no. What about in regards to any of my goals? My current goals that I'm working on, would it be beneficial for me to raise any color around my home at this point? I get no. So I'm going to ignore that. But many times you'll get yes, and you'll just douse it out. What colors do you need to use? My little cat Solomon has some kind of nasal difficulty right now. And earlier today, and yesterday, I did a Din Shaw color light therapy. I use color a lot in different ways. And one thing I do regularly for myself and for my animals is I'll use the Din Shaw spectrochrome therapy color light system, where you shine colored light on the body. And Solomon has had this, my cat has had this kind of sinusy thing. Every time he purrs, he gets really stuffed up, and it's very evident that he's having trouble breathing. So I started him on Din Shaw treatments today, but I'm going to douse right now. Would it be beneficial for me, and I don't know what I'm going to get, but I'm going to douse, would it be beneficial for me to do any supplementary color treatment with Solomon right now with crayons? And I get yes, it would be. I get a big strong yes. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and douse. Should I just do a circle around him? I get no. Should I put color? Well, what color? Let's stop. Can I get the color out of this box? I get no. Okay, so that's not going to have enough of a range. Can I get the appropriate color? Can I find it in this box? And again, if you could see what I'm doing in front, I get yes. Now sometimes if you get another no, my next guess would be, could I mix a couple of colors to get the right frequency? And if I get yes, then I'll douse which is the first color, which is the second color, and then I'll mix them. But anyway, I get that I'm dowsing that I could actually do a successful treatment that would benefit Solomon's health situation right now out of this box here. So I'm just going to, again, I'm going to let you see what I'm doing. I'm going to just hold this here. Is the color that would be beneficial in quadrant 1? No. Quadrant 2? No. 3? No. 4? Yes. Okay, so is it in the first row, second row? Find the color. It's here. It's this. It's a type of lime green yellow. And I'm going to double check. I'm just going to set this down and get my arms loosened so I get good signals. And I'm just going to say, okay, is this the appropriate color? Yes. To treat Solomon with? Yes. Again, the picture is just a surrogate with his name. Do I need to add anything to the picture to make this an appropriate and effective surrogate? I get no, okay? So where do I put the color? Do I put it all over? No. Do I put it up in his nasal area where he's having trouble? No. How about, in his throat area? No. Underneath him, above him? Above him. Okay, I'm just guessing, above him. So what, something like this? And I get, yes, that will work. So I'm just going to take my crayon. You're probably not going to be able to see this because it's very, very light. It's just a yellow-green. But I'm making an arc. Now, that makes me suspicious about something. I'm going to just ask a question. Is Solomon developing this nasal problem because of something in the atmosphere? In the house? No. Something above the house? No. So I'm not sure why he needs, that was just a guess. I was just curious. Are we having some kind of radiation problem? Have new Wi-Fi routers come into the neighborhood? God forbid. My house is already so shielded from all that. But I don't know what this is about, but this will help Solomon. Now, a lot of times when things shift in my animals, I'll feel ever so slight shifts in my own body. Same happens to me when I work with people. But I just felt when I did that, and I'm just doing it on behalf of Solomon, an ever so slight energy shift right in this area of my body. So the only reason I report this to you is you should give this a try and pay attention to your body, see how you feel, and just start, you know, when there are any potential imbalances in your health, in your environment, in your home or office environment, see if color crayons, just call it the color crayon technique, would be fully beneficial or at least partially beneficial in balancing that energy. You will be so surprised how often you get yes. And again, you can start with a 60-cent investment. If you go to Staples, those of you who live in those locations where you have Staples office supply, go to Staples. These are on sale right now. Rose Art crayons, 24-pack, 60 cents is what they're on sale for. And start trying some of these treatments. It's really fun, it's really cheap, and it's really effective. So hope you enjoyed this video today, and I look forward to talking to you next time. Bye for now.